Alrighty, welcome back into Run It Back. We lost yet another run of Ring of Pain. Um, that that is not an easy game. That game is mean, and so down goes our streak of 2. Let's see if maybe we can start a new streak this time. Maybe it's going to depend what game we actually land on. How nice is the game going to be to me? Dome Keeper? Yeah, we can probably get something going in Dome Keeper. So let's see how it goes. Alrighty, Dome Keeper time. Let's see, what do we have this time? You know what? Let's do the Tesla Dome. I did a run with that a little bit ago, and it's pretty good. We'll do that, and I think we'll do. Do we want to do a large map? Let's just do a medium map, I think. I don't necessarily want this episode to be, 2 hours long or anything like that. We'll try and keep it to an okay length. I don't want it to get overly long. We'll save the longer runs for maybe if I do this on stream. Then we'll do the large or the extra large maps, that kind of stuff. But I think for the sake of this, for at least right now, we will keep this to a medium. Just more for the sake of the episode length than anything like that. Anything else like that. I would be all over doing, like, the really large maps. But I don't necessarily want to be making these episodes super long. I know they can already get kind of long, so don't necessarily want to make them too much longer. So let's do that and that. Yeah, health and that, and then let's go with the drill. Yeah. And we've still got a little bit of time till the next wave, so ooh, that'll be very nice. Let's take this stuff, and I'm moving pretty slow right now, so should be back right on time for this next wave to start up. All right, do that, and then I want to get the resources, and then, oh, right. Yeah, so what the Tesla Dome does is it's got this ring. I'll show you on the next wave, but it's got a ring that charges up, and when it's fully charged, then you can have this little ball of electricity that fires out. And you can actually upgrade it to have the ball kind of stick around a little bit longer, create an electricity orb that sticks around to damage enemies over time that stay sitting in it, which is actually really, really helpful, especially for some of the larger enemies. It's definitely useful to have them larger and slower moving enemies. It's nice to have that kind of sitting for them while you're off dealing with some of the smaller enemies. So it's actually a pretty decent weapon setup. You can upgrade it to be doing some cool stuff too. All right, let's see. I'm definitely gonna want. Oh, whoops! I was not keeping an eye on that. Yep, I'm coming. All right, so yeah, you see this ring that comes in, and then when it flashes like that, then it's fully charged, and you can, and you let it go to release the actual electricity. Now I want this to be, yeah, here you go. Each shot leaves an electro orb that deals damage over time and stuns enemies. So I'm going to get that upgrade right now, because that's a really nice upgrade to have. Enemies that will, you know, latch on to the dome, or larger enemies that don't move as fast, or stationary enemies, kind of like the like lobber enemies that spit out a rock or whatever that enemy actually is. That damage over time is really, really good for them. All right, what do we get off of this relic? Hopefully we get something good out of this. Actually, you know what? If we can get that automated... What do we got here? Add the machine under the dome, slowly produces water. Convert resources, helping you balance your resource inventory. Sure. Let's get that. One water to 3 iron. Yeah, you know what? Convert that. Got a couple more water sitting down here, so I think I can afford getting rid of the 1 water that's in my inventory. All right, let's see what's down here. Okay, we got some iron down here. A lot of iron down here, actually. All right, I'm gonna need to get the movement speed upgrade pretty fast here, because we're having a bit of a time here. But there you go, you see the electro orb that sits back there, and it'll just sit there for a while. All right, let's get that movement speed upgrade. Getting better on the movement speed. Still could use probably another couple of upgrades for that. I'm going to need to upgrade and get more resource drones as well, so that you can more easily carry stuff back. Let's just cut through here. Take a little bit of time to cut through, but it'll be worth it. A lot of good amount of iron sitting back here as well, so hopefully I'll be able to let's actually try and get some of this back to let's just get 3 back up to the surface here, up and into the dome. Not sure what I want to go for first, whether I want it to be the this one. Get rid of you. And you. And I need to heal that dome. And let's get that adaptive warning. And get the one that shows me my easiest route. There's 3 more iron there. 7 iron. So it's 7 iron. Let's get the carry slow down. I think that's going to be nice. Start making it so that we don't slow down quite as much when we're carrying a bunch of ore with us. Want to be able to carry a whole bunch of ore myself, because as much as I like having the transport drones there, they are kind of slow. And you do have to spend a bit getting upgrades for them to actually make them carry the ore quicker. So it's good to have both in this kind of thing, where you can have the carry drones, the transport drones, going pretty quick as well, and have multiple transport drones, but you also want to upgrade yourself too. Yeah, I need that drill upgrade too. All right, well, yeah, see, I'm already a fair bit faster. Yep, all right. I'm gonna carry this stuff back. And I think I'm just gonna get set for the battle here. So the one thing about the Tesla dome is you can't actually fire the dome until it's fully charged. So there is no, well, there's an upgrade that lets you follow up your fully charged shot with a quick shot. But you still have to have a fully charged initial attack. You can't, there is no just quick shot for the initial attack. You have to have the first fully charged attack, and then you can follow up with a quick shot. So, you know what? Actually, let's do this. I'm going to convert another water to iron. Yeah, that's better. That is definitely better. Iron is far more valuable than... I mean, water is good when you get into some of the later game stuff, and like, you know, with my... because I have the drone yard upgrade, so being able to overcharge the drones, things like that, nice to have. But you definitely want to have... Iron is definitely the thing you want more of, because so many more upgrades take iron. And so having a surplus of that is definitely what you want, because the iron is used not only for... like, it's used for both your mining upgrades as well as your combat upgrades. So, I'm gonna just use... I'll just use a couple of cobalt there and restore that health. I need to get that upgrade that gives me more dome health as well. So many upgrades to get. It's hard to, you know, determine what to prioritize at any one time, right? Because there's just so many upgrades that you really, really need to get. And so having the surplus of all your different resources, you kind of almost need to have a surplus of just every single resource, but you got to figure out what you're going to prioritize in order to get there, right? All right, let's leave that there so I don't drop all that iron down further. Cobalt? Cobalt is very nice to have. Let's do that, and let's just cut a little path into here. All right. Going. Ooh, big iron vein in here. All right. That's good. That's really, really good. Okay. Okay, I can carry 5 iron pretty easily. That's good. Gonna need to get back up there. So with 5 iron, I can get an upgrade to the... Let me kind of lead this guy a little bit here. Okay, let's get you. Come on. There we go. All right. Let's get more health for the dome. And then heal back up. There we go. Okay. Can I get more transport drones? Yes, I can. Convert cobalt. Let's see. Improve the conversion. 1 water to iron. I get 5 iron out of 1 water. That's really good. And you know what? I think I can get that. 5 iron out of 1 water. Yep, I'm going to upgrade that right now. And let's get a conversion then. That is very, very useful. And I think I'm going to spend this cycle just carrying all the resources back. Come on. Get stuck on that. Break that one. That one's bugging me. It's not in the way or anything. It was just bothering me. So I'm going to take the time to gather up all the resources that I've got down here, because I've got this here, but I've also got the cobalt down there, the water down here, a whole bunch more iron down here. So let's just get this all, get as much of this as I can gathered up here. Because this is all just, it's not doing me any good sitting down there, and I'm going to need to gather it up one way or another. And I think waiting for the resource drones to do it is just going to take too long, so it's good. Let's spend the cycle doing that and get our upgrades. So let's get a movement speed upgrade. And let's get a higher damage Tesla shot there. You're still converting. Okay, I'm going to need to hang around here. There's 5 iron right there. All right. All right, let's do this. I'll set that up to, you know, so he just walks through it as he's coming to the base. Hit again. All right, what can I get for 6 here? See, there's the quick shot. You can fire a single weaker shot by tapping the shoot button. Actually, you know what? Let's enhance the speed of the drones and get me... Oh, I need 1 more iron for that. Oh, I should get this upgrade, actually. Should be getting that. What do we got here? That's pretty good. Pretty good stuff there. Nah, I need the water now. I'm not going to do another conversion. All right, I'm just going to look at what's over here just in case. I don't think there's anything over here, but, you know. Yeah, okay. Didn't think there was anything over there, but It was just kind of sitting there. I was like, maybe there's something over there. I don't know. Okay, here's some iron. Okay, a little bit of iron. Not a crazy amount, but get a little bit. I'm just going to cut that into the rock there to try and get a slightly nicer path to go back out. And doesn't look like we got anything else there. This looks like we're going to be getting... Oh, we're actually not getting to the edge of the map. I thought we were going to be getting close. Well, there's the edge right there. Who are you? Oh, you're a seed. Yeah, okay. Well, here. You know what? I'm going to plant you right there. Yep, okay. Let's get moving back up to here. Our reserves are definitely getting better, though. Yeah, you know what? Let's get the battle drones. And then let's get another drone. All right. Yeah, we're already doing... That's already a pretty good improvement there. All right, you guys have carried all that out. All right, what do we got back here? I don't actually know what that does. Let's dig this out under here. What do we got? Oh, we got iron back here. Decent amount of iron. Get the feeling, yeah, we're going to be pretty close to the edge of the map now here. Let's get down into here and see if there's anything. Oh, there's a little bit of iron right here. Yeah, okay. Good amount of iron in there. And it looks like we're going to have some more in here. Wow, that actually ended up being a pretty decent amount of iron in there. I'll take that. All right, let's take some of this back up on our way. There's still more iron down here, yeah. All right. We got 12. We're going to have here 18 iron. I'm bringing 5 up. That drone's got 1. We got 18 iron here. Decent stockpile of it now. So let's try and... All right. What do we got for upgrades here? Let's get the drill strength. And let's get the reticle speed. Yeah. All right. Now, I've mined out a fair bit of iron there, so I'm going to come down to here. Because there's more iron sitting down here that hasn't been carried up by the resource drones yet, so... All right, Alright, I'm gonna need the... Need to get a drill strength upgrade. No, I'm gonna be able to. Ooh, that makes me move pretty slow. Just eat all my... Oh, wait, this is a quick... That's a quick deposit, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's what that is. It's a quick deposit. Well, that's pretty convenient. It's like a little remote deposit. There we go. All right, got a good surplus iron there now. I'm gonna go get a couple of upgrades. I'll take that off the tree there. I should be able to get the next... well, I've already got the drill strength upgrade. Oh, I need the carry speed. And then let's get the shot speed upgrade. And... let's upgrade the battle drones. That's a good idea. All right. Here we go. All right. Just this guy now. Nice. All right. Doing pretty decent now. Now that I've got a... now that I know what that little thing is over there. The remote deposit port or whatever. It's going to make my life a little easier. Coming through here. Hopefully we'll be able to find some more veins in here. Should probably be exploring the right side of the map a little bit more, because the left side, I feel like I'm... I mean, there is still a decent amount of resources down here, but I just feel like I haven't explored the right side of the map enough. And clear my way into there. Let's cut through the middle of this and just see if there's anything worth grabbing. Some water in there, that's good. Take these. Get these all deposited. There we go. My drone's moving here. Just take these and drop these off while I'm here. There we go. And this one, take this up with me. All right. Get rid of these guys. That was all of them. All right, cool. I'm going to get the movement speed upgrade. And... increase the orb lifetime. No, I don't want to do the auto convert. I have 7. I don't have any cobalt. I need that. Let's get the aiming reticle moving faster. I need cobalt. so that I can heal my dome, because it's hurting. Okay, we got iron in here. And this is a water relic in here. All right. Is there any water nearby? Hopefully. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's actually any water close by. Oh, there is cobalt, though. Good. All right, I'm going to need to grab that while I'm... Drop those off there. Whoa. Big open space in here. Let's cut myself a shorter path back. While I'm messing around over on this side, I can get myself back a little bit quicker. Alright. I'm going to just take these with me. I need to make sure I'm getting on top of the... I'm staying on top of the waves right now, because my dome doesn't exactly have a whole lot of health. So, I'm going to spend my 2 cobalt there. And I think I'm going to save the iron to get more dome health. Alright, let's get rid of the 2 of you. Ah. Get off the dome. There we go. Alright. I got 6 water. So let's convert one of them to some iron. And let's head back over to here. Need to... Well, there is water back here. Perfect. Okay. So let's unlock this. All right. Yeah, I'm not actually slowed down all that much. I thought I'd be slowed down way more. However, I'm getting myself stuck on stuff far too much. Break some of these so I can move around carrying the big horde of stuff now. Implement makeshift dome repairs using iron. No. One-way teleport. Nah, just shred it. The teleporter might be nice to have, but I think it's more important to just get the materials. Ooh, and there's a little iron space right there. A little, I guess, replenishing iron space. That's nice. Let's cut through that and just see what's going on. We're pretty much at the edge of the map now here as well, so. I haven't found the big relic yet. Alright, got 4 iron coming out of that as well. Do have enough iron now to increase the health of the dome. So we're going to just take care of that. I'm going to grab this iron here as well. And let's increase the dome health. Excuse me. And I need 2 more for the increased damage. And just... Alright, get off the dome. that everyone? Oh. Alright, now that's everyone. Okay. Let's heal up there. And get the orb lifetime, maybe? I feel like I want the Tesla shot damage. I feel like that's going to be our next one. I only need 2 more iron for that, so. Let's see if we can find it kind of down in here. There should still be more. Yeah, and we've got that little replenishing resource there. So we'll be able to get enough iron. And it looks like there's a little bit of iron here as well, and some water. That's good. Oh, that's a fair size iron vein, actually. Okay, take that. Still don't know where the big relic is. Have not seen that yet. Given what I've actually done, that's a little concerning that I haven't found it yet. Hey, there. All right, well. Speaking of, here it is now. I was gonna say, cannot see it being too much further out. Wow, that one takes a long time to drill through. Okay, let's get up there. What is that sound? Do not like that sound at all. Get off the dome. There we go. All right. I have no cobalt. Hang on. Is there an upgrade? There's an upgrade that lets me trade cobalt, right? Iron per cobalt, or 1 cobalt to iron. Convert cobalt to iron and vice versa. Let's get that. And then what can I do here? 12 iron to 1 cobalt. Wow, that is... Okay, well, they're carrying up a couple of cobalt there. That's okay. That is not the best trade I've ever seen. Fair bit of iron here, though. Okay, there's that. I'm going to spend some time mining out the rest of this iron. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it's going to be worthwhile, especially now because I can transfer it to cobalt. It's definitely going to be worth my time to try and get as much iron as I can. Take a bunch of this. Come on. Now, my little deposit or remote deposit port thing should be around. Yeah, it's right there. That's really, really good. There we go. Yeah, that's really good. It's really close by. Have a couple of cobalt. So I can get some of the... I can do some repairs to it. I'm seeing another vein of cobalt, or another deposit of cobalt there. Hang on. Let's get that. And let's get the orb lifetime. And I think I'm going to hold then on that. There we go. And then I'm going to trade to get a cobalt. Now I saw another cobalt. Yeah, right here. Off of this tree here. Let's take this stuff. Drop it off here. Some more of the iron, drop it off. That little deposit port has definitely been the MVP here for sure. Being able to deposit stuff from a distance. Not having to fly all the way back up to the dome with all of these resources. Incredibly useful. And I think I'm going to spend... There's even more cobalt here. Good, good. I think the rest of my upgrades, now that I've found the large relic here, I think the rest of my upgrades are going to be focused primarily on stuff for the final wave here. So let's upgrade that. And let's get the Electro Orb doing more damage. And then you're still converting. Finish in 16 seconds. Okay. Well. Let's heal the dome up here. And then we'll just wait here. I'm not going to bother going anywhere for the... Or I was just going to wait for the wave to actually start. I didn't have enough time to actually do anything. Anything else there. It wasn't gonna give me enough time to do that, so... There we go. Okay. I'm gonna wait here. Need that cobalt, and then I want to convert 1 water to 5 iron. And I'm gonna be able to overcharge the drones. Make use of some of the water that I've got there. just hit this. There's still some more stuff to be mined out, though, so not quite done. I'm not exactly planning on, you know, strip mining the entire place, but there's still resources, and I have a way to deposit them without wasting a whole bunch of time flying all the way back up to the dome, so there's really no reason to not make use of this, right? All right, grab the rest of this iron. I'll drop this off. I'm not going to activate the last one just yet. Fly this up. I know I'm putting the resource drones out of work. But listen, you guys are, you know, you're taking the resources all the way back up. You're flying directly past the little deposit port there and flying them all the way back up to the dome. But there's a way faster way of doing it. All right, yeah. Oh, okay, there's some water here. All right, I don't know how much more I'm going to be finding here. So I'll let the resource drones take the water up, and I'll deal with... Grab that while I'm here. Let's throw all that back in. And then... There we go. Okay. No, no, no. You need to be... There we go. That's what I was looking for. Just hit this and let them jump into the orb of death here. Alright, come on. Pop back out. There we go. Just let them jump to their deaths. Alright, there's that. And then I am going to... Let's convert that. Damage. Yeah. Just damage. That's going to be our most useful right there, is just getting more damage. I've got a whole bunch of water coming up. I feel like I'm going to wait maybe one more cycle. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait one more cycle. I'll spend some time mining the last little bit of this and see if there's any last bits of iron or cobalt or anything that I can make use of before the final wave here. Had a bit of a close call there with the health, running out of the resources there, but managed to pull it back and managed to actually get a decent run out of this. All right, you know what? I think we're actually probably good. I don't think I'm going to be finding a whole lot more. Don't think I'm going to be finding a whole lot more out of this. Now, I might find one or two more bits of iron or something like that, but I feel like... Yeah, no, I'm not going to bother with that. I feel like we're good to go for this final wave here. So, let's drop the relic. And let's overcharge the drone yard. I've only got one cobalt, so I'm gonna have to watch health so that I don't have the, you know, the yeah, I think I'm gonna let the relic take care of it on this. Yeah, I'm gonna let the relic take care of it. There we go. All right. And that is a success in Dome Keeper. Your dome is saved. Unlock a new element. What do we get? Plant a tree in the dome that grows fruits to temporarily improve your movement and mining power. Or quick drones. Release more drones in much quicker suggestion. You know what? I'm gonna go with the orchard, actually. I feel like that's gonna be pretty helpful for us. All right. Well, successful run in Dome Keeper. And that's going to be the end of this episode. So do all the YouTube stuff, the like, the comment, the subscribe. Come check me out on Twitch. I'm live every day except for Wednesday and Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Pacific. Come hang out, chat, and play games. And yeah, that's the end of this run. So we'll see you in the next one.